Hey, my name is Lizzie Smiley, and I absolutely love helping people connect with their calling and all the tools they need to kick roadblocks and excuses right out the door so they can cultivate the life they dream about. If you want to launch, grow, pivot, or scale your Etsy shop, or you've always wanted to develop the mindset and skills to run your own business, then I'm your girl. I've had that entrepreneurial spirit going strong since my very first lemonade stand, and now I'm a work-at-home mama with multiple online companies and a full-time Etsy shop, all while being present with my kids for the everyday chaos and most important milestones. On this podcast, we'll talk about all things business, mindset, Etsy, creativity, dazzling our customers, and so much more. There's plenty of room at this table for you, so scooch on in and let's go. I'm holding nothing back. Welcome to How to Sell Your Stuff on Etsy. I'm so glad you're here. Hello, my friends. I hope you are well and thriving and growing with your small businesses. This week, we are on spring break, so I am bringing you a shorty little episode on a super important topic: why you need to build an email list and how to get started. I think one of the most important places to start on this topic is actually with Etsy's rules around communicating with customers. Although most of us communicate with our customers via Etsy's conversations feature, you've probably discovered that Etsy provides us with the customer's email address, given that off chance that they don't respond to us in convos. And if you didn't know that, you can find the email address within the customer's order by clicking the little down arrow that's right next to their name. A little menu is going to populate and their email list will be near the bottom of it. So there's a little tip for you if you didn't know. But just because they provide their email address doesn't give us permission to save it or use it again at any time. So Etsy's rule is this: during an Etsy transaction, you have every permission to email the customer about transactional business. But once it is over, you cannot continue communicating with them unless you have their permission to do so. And this is why we want to invite them to keep in touch with us via our email list. So let's go deeper and dive full force into why as we get started today. I know the why is important. So if you've been hanging around me for a while now at all, you've heard me tell you guys that you shouldn't put all your eggs in the Etsy basket, right? We love Etsy. It provides us an incredible marketplace. It brings us lots of shoppers to the platform. It pays the sales tax for us, at least in the United States. Sorry if you're somewhere else where it doesn't, but Etsy does all the tech for us, which someone who's super creative and less technical, that is worth gold. And it is a gift, and especially for someone brand new to being in business. So Etsy gives us the space to figure out our product, our SEO or search engine optimization. We can learn photography and customer service, those sides of the business, before we need to learn web design and intensive marketing and the more technical side of running your own website. It just adds a whole host of new challenges and things to learn. But there's always another side of the coin though, right? I mean, nothing is perfect, including Etsy. So in exchange for all that goodness, which I still firmly maintain is worth it, we do pay fees. We have to play by Etsy's rules, which are ever changing, just like our world. And we can get shut down. And we don't have an automatic way to get back in front of our previous customers because they're technically Etsy's customers. Because of all of that, I generally recommend, especially my clients, but you're included, that people who are brand new to running their own business should start with an Etsy shop. Definitely the easiest place to start, but also build an email list from as early as possible. And then long term, if you really want to grow, you want to get your own website too. It just shouldn't be the starting place. And like side note, for those of you who are at that stage, as someone who has built a ton of websites over the years, I think Shopify is the easiest place to start because they, like Etsy, they keep the e-commerce tech to a minimum for you. They take care of a ton of it. So of course, they don't own your customers, though. That's the difference. That's the advantage. It's not a marketplace. It's just a tool to build your shop on. But you will also pay for it in the monthly fees. So there's pros and cons there. I just wanted you to know, because sometimes people ask, like, I want to build my own website. What should I do? I think Shopify is the easiest place to start. But truly, 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 from the earliest point possible in your business, you need to start building an email list. It's going to help you do two things. Number one, It will allow you to keep in contact with the customers who already expressed interest in you and your products. They already know you, like you, trust you, and they've already given you some of their hard-earned money. These people, only excluding Karen customers, are your most qualified leads to buy from you again in the future. So it would really help if you could send them a note here and there to remind them that you exist and show them what's new in your Etsy shop. Reason number 2 is you need to have an asset, a customer base that you can take with you if you move on from Etsy for whatever the reason. God forbid your shop gets shut down or there's some other urgent reason you need to jump the Etsy ship. You will have a great start wherever you land if you have an email list that you can continue to market to and chat with. So I think we've laid some really solid ground here with the why. So let's spend some time talking about how. How can you go about building your email list using Etsy? There are a ton of great email services out there. And especially if you're experienced with running an email list, there's no reason you can't use your tried and true, MailChimp or Aweber or ConvertKit, whatever you happen to like. Within those different platforms, that software, you can create an email sign-up form and offer your shoppers and customers on Etsy a coupon code if they join your list. Easy enough. You can just put an invitation in a number of different places throughout your shop to attract people to your list. So here are some ideas. You could put this in your shop welcome message. You can put it in your listing descriptions. You can create a graphic for your photo galleries, because pro tip, most people don't look at anything other than your photos. So whatever you want them to really know, you better have in your photos. You can have a link to your email list in your about section. You can have it as a signature message in your convos, and you can also have it all over your social media. So that's one way that you can go about this. You'd have to kind of already know, what you're doing, but there's lots of great tutorials out there if you don't. The second option, which is a newer thing I've learned about, but I'm really excited about, is CraftKit. You can use I would call it an app-based plugin that's going to plug right into your Etsy shop. I highly recommend it because it will streamline a ton for you. So CraftKit is a tool that compliantly integrates directly with your Etsy shop. It's easy. It's a couple of clicks. When you get an order, CraftKit is going to pull all of your customers' email address. It's going to pull over their email address and then automatically communicate them with messages that you get to set up ahead of time. So it will auto send certain messages as different milestones occur in the order process. And it's going to automatically, you'll set this up in there, but it's going to start inviting them to join your email list. So it makes it super easy, fewer steps for you. Another way that this helps you is that your customers are going to get used to receiving communication from you this way, and it will open the door to future communication. And I love it, but it's checking that box of Etsy's rule that you're getting the customer's permission up front to stay in contact. This is so key, right? You guys know I'm a stickler for compliance. So once you do the setup in CraftKit, it's super streamlined. You can set up all of your standard messages. They'll just go out automatically. And you can set up a drip campaign going forward. So when people join your list, the system will keep sending them emails, the ones that you set up ahead of time, to keep your shop top of mind with that customer. And then they're much more likely to think about you, to come back and shop from you. When they need a gift, when they need a refill, they're just going to remember that you're there. So this is a great place for me to mention, if customer service, because this is all about, you're going to be writing a lot of emails, right? You're going to be writing a lot of responses. If customer service and writing professional, friendly responses to people on Etsy is not your strong suit, it's something I'm super good at. It's just one of my gifts. And I have the reviews on my Etsy shop to prove it. So if you could use some help there, I have a super affordable product called Customer Service Templates, which will give you over 20 pre-written responses to the most common stuff that comes up on Etsy. I just sat down and thought, what are the 20 most, I think it's 22, most frequent responses that I give? And that is what I'm handing you. So including the hard conversations. I don't just keep the simple stuff. It's the hard stuff to answer to. And you'll also get, with those templates, a 20-minute mini course on my own customer service strategy, which is how I've gotten great reviews, lots of repeat customers, made hundreds of thousands of dollars on Etsy. So I know it's not super sexy, guys, but it's so important. The happiness of your customers and the frequency and quality of your reviews makes a huge difference in how you appear in the Etsy algorithm. So it matters for more than just warm, fuzzy feelings. And I will link the customer service templates in the show notes, just in case that's a tool you could really use. I know some people, it's like pulling hair out to try to write those things. It's like, oh my gosh, just tell me what to say. So the one other thing I will mention to you about CraftKit as we're winding down today is there's the nuance that CraftKit, because it's integrating directly with your Etsy shop, it doesn't currently have a feature where you can send an impromptu message to your list. They are very focused on their Etsy integration. So currently all your emails that go out to the list, they have to be pre-built in as a drip campaign. This is ultimately going to be great for you because it just means everything's done up front. But if you decide you want to send a special message about Mother's Day or Christmas products or something brand new, you will need to import your contacts from CraftKit into one of those other email services like MailChimp and Aweber to complete that function. But it's not rocket science, I promise. And long-term, you're going to need that anyway. So in my opinion, the huge advantage of CraftKit is that it's training the customer to receive emails from us. Okay, instead of just convos, it's automating things for us. It's taking stuff off of your list, right? To your to-do list. And it's prompting them without you having to harp on them. It's just naturally prompting them with an invitation to jump on your email list without you having to send any kind of special or manual message asking them. Love it. Love the compliance. So if CraftKit has hit your curiosity button, I made a YouTube tutorial that I will link in the show notes so that you can see a back office like sneak peek of how it works. I know just like hearing about it like this without a whole lot of visual is probably a little pie in the sky. But if you just go take a look at that short YouTube video, you're going to see exactly how it works, what you would need to do, how simple it is. And I think that will really help you determine if it's a good fit for you. They offer a 14-day free trial, yay. And if you use my coupon code, which is SMILEY, SMILEY in all caps, you will get 50% off your first 3 months. So that is a huge savings on anything, right? 50%. So I will link that for you as well. So I think it's an amazing tool. I'm like, anything that can take steps off of my plate and automate, done deal. That's my attitude at this point, being a busy shop owner. So my bottom line message is, as early as possible, one way or another, start building an email list. You will be so glad you did. Okay, big sister here telling you, this is what I wish I would have done from the beginning. So that is what I have for you today, my friends. If you were on spring break like we are, please enjoy. If not, I hope you get a break soon. And I hope you're having a wonderful week. Until next time, go make something awesome. And that's a wrap on this episode of How to Sell Your Stuff on Etsy. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. If you're looking for more resources, head on over to howtosellyourstuff.com, where you'll find podcast show notes, all the links from today's episode, the blog, courses, coaching, and more. If this episode was helpful to you, awesome. The greatest compliment I can receive from you is a rate, review, and subscribe on this podcast. Not only will it allow us to connect again on a future episode, it lets me know I'm providing you with value and helps other people find this content more easily. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for your support. Have a great day and see you next time.